Hey everyone, and welcome back to Cook the Books. I'm your host CJ, and all my links as well as all of CTB's links will be down in the description below. Big slate of NHL today, pretty much all day long slate. We got 13 NHL games today, kicking off with the Bruins and the Kings. But that game does not interest me as the Bruins have made it onto my ban list. They've let me down way too many times, so we are not going back for at least 10 games. We got to wait for them to figure their stuff out. So we're going to be going with the Oilers and the Dallas Stars. Dallas Stars coming back from the break have been excellent. 4-1 since the All-Star break. Other side, Oilers 2-3 since the break. They went on that absolute heater, won 16 straight. That break could not have come at a worse time for them. They've looked just kind of all over the place since they've been back. I mean, they came out in that first game versus the Knights. They got beat 3-1, lost their streak, killed the Ducks right after that. I think it was 5-3. Then got shut out against the Kings, which the Kings have been horrible. So that was insane to see. Then they murdered the Red Wings 8-4. And we're like, okay, the Oilers are back. And then they just got beat 6-3 to the St. Louis Blues. So all over the place, flipping back and forth. I mean, if you go by the trends, I guess today would be a win because they've been win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. But I mean, with the way that this Stars team is playing, I don't see that happening. The play that we're going to be looking at is going to be the over. Even though Ottinger has been playing really good lately and they've been holding teams to under 2 goals. I mean, the Stars just won 9-2 in Nashville. But I mean, exactly that last score, 9-2. Their offense is on fire right now. And I'm sorry, but I can't take an under versus the Oilers. That offense is just too deadly. And they can kick it into gear at any moment. So as good as Dallas has been, they've held all 5 of their opponents under 3 goals. So, you know, it's a risky under in a sense. But when it's the Oilers, you know, I have no problem backing that, and it is favored at a -130. You can find that on ESPN Bet is where I'm betting that. I mean, the over in their last 10 meetings, they've split the series 5-5, and the over has cashed 6 of the last 10 and 5 out of the last 6. The over is the official play. And if you guys are looking for a money line in this one, since it is basically even money, I'm leaning the Stars, and I'll probably end up playing that as well. But the official pick will be the over 6.5 goal total. Moving on to our next game, we have the Carolina Hurricanes coming into Vegas. The Hurricanes are playing for the second night in a row. They just stomped out the Coyotes 5-1. So, you know, they're going to be on a back-to-back here. For that reason, and if we get the news that Aiden Hill is in net, again, goalies have not been confirmed for any of these games. In the last game, Stars and Oilers, Pickard, I think, is confirmed for that game, but Ottinger was not yet confirmed. I would expect him to be in goal. In this matchup, Spencer Martin should be in net, the backup for Carolina, as you know, the starting goalie just played last night. Usually they flip it around on the back-to-backs, and then Aiden Hill, they've had plenty of rest. So Aiden Hill should be in net for the Vegas Golden Knights. And with Aiden Hill in net and the Hurricanes coming off that back-to-back, I'm targeting the under in this one. So last 10 meetings, 5-5, they split it. The last 3 out of 4 games in Vegas have gone under. And I mean, just looking at the teams here, Carolina's 3-2 since the break, and Vegas, little less games for them, little less action. They are 2-1 since the break. But Vegas look good. They had a down game, kind of a weird game versus Minnesota the last time out. They lost 5-3, but there were some really weird, fluky goals that happened in that game. So, I mean, I'm just going to chalk it up to that. It's just one of those things. But again, Hurricanes on a back-to-back here. They should be tired. You know, Vegas, I expect they should come out and get this win. They are dominant at home. But, I mean, it's 2 good teams, 2 great defenses, and Aiden Hill, one of the best goalies in the league. I'll take the under here. Give me under 6.5 goals in this game. You will find this at 5.5 on a lot of books. So I think it was ESPN Bet as well that has this line at 6.5. I would not play the under on the 5.5. So find it at 6.5 or just skip it. You know, that's the only line that I like it. Or you can bump it up. You can always bump up a 5.5 and pair it with another one. Looking at the slate real quick. I think, you know, if you wanted to bump this one up, maybe you could pair it with the Flyers and Devils. That is part of the Stadium Series, so they will be outside. And if you guys know outside games, I mean, you got the weather conditions. You know, it can start snowing. It's supposed to be pretty windy and cold in the Meadowlands there in New Jersey. So, you know, some extra snow could collect on the ice, slow things down. You know, I like the under in that game as well. So maybe if you wanted to bump this one up, if you can't get it at 6.5 on your book, Maybe you can bump it up 6.5, pair it with that Philly and New Jersey line, and you should be good there for some plus money. That's going to be all the game predictions we have for you today, but we're going to actually have 3 player props we're going to take a look at. Powered by props.cash as always. This is great software to find all your player props on. Code CTB for 25% off. Matt Duchene, first prop we're going to be looking at. Duchene has been killing it. He's going to be playing at home today, and when we put it to home, he is at 69% hit rate on the season. When you look at the head-to-head, even when it's not at home, he is a perfect 7 for 7 in his last 7. His shot line is 1.5 total shots. So for him to get 2 shots on goal in this game, I mean, he's hit it in 7 out of 7 versus the Oilers. And if you take it to the home split, 4-4-4. I mean, so good shot for him to go over here. He's been playing great as of late. I mean, if you look at his points as well, I mean, him for a point is pretty automatic at this point too. I mean, he's had it in 5 of the 7. So, I mean, these are both plays. It's a little bonus play if you really want to get into it. But if we're looking at the official pick that we're going to be playing, over 1.5 shots on goal, 68% hit rate, 7 for 7 against the Oilers, and at home he's hitting at a 69% rate and 3 for 3 versus the Oilers. So we like Matt Duchene over 1.5 shots on goal. Looking at our next prop, we are going to be taking a look. We're dipping our toe right back in the Braden Point pool. Braden Point, last video we picked him out at home. Braden Point, I mean, if you look at these numbers, he's at 5 of 10 in his last 10, right? Click it to the home, 73%. Just look at that. 55% on the season, but at home, 73%. You're hitting at a 73% rate. He's over in 6 straight. I mean, he just played Colorado. He had 4. And then if you look at it at home versus the Florida Panthers, he's over in all 4 games, or excuse me, 5 games, 5 for 5. So, I mean, when he's at home, you just got to play it. And I'm personally going to be playing his alternate line with a little half unit on it. We did it last time. He hit for a plus 205. That was one of our bonus plays in the Discord. Again, link to that is in the description below if you want to join up. But you know, we do some alt sheets, and we were able to hit on a couple good ones in the last slate on Thursday. So we're going to be playing Braden Point over 2.5 shots on goal. That's the official play. And then just a little bonus play for you guys. If you want to bump that up to 4+ shots on goal, put a little half unit on that. That would not be a bad play. And then the last play that we're going to be taking a look at is Mason McTavish. He is going to be playing the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight. And he's another guy. I mean, he's hitting 73% of his games this year, 33 out of 45. You know, the Toronto defense, 23rd for shot attempts allowed, 16th in the league for shot on goal. And then he's going to be playing at Toronto. And when you go to his away games, he's hitting at a 75% rate. And then he's 3 for 3 the last 3 games versus Toronto. So, I mean, they just played a little over a month ago, and he had 3 in that game. So his line coming back down to that 1.5, like it here. Mason McTavish over 1.5 shots on goal. That is the official play. And that is going to be all of our picks today. Massive slate. We're going to have a bunch of picks, bunch of sheets, everything in the Discord. So join that. Link in the description below. You guys don't want to miss. You guys are missing a bunch of good picks that have been going on. We are 19-3, I think, the last 2 or 3 days in the NHL. Absolutely on fire. So yeah, I mean, cheat sheets, AI predictions, game breakdowns, alternate sheets. I mean, you name it. We have so much data and info in that Discord. I mean, the picks are just a small part of it. We have so many people that you can just take our data sheets and make your own plays. We've got everything in there. So definitely worth it. Link in the description below. But anyways, going to be a great day of hockey. If you guys are tailing the bets, good luck to you. And as always, let's cook the books.